Alright, so today we're working on the front Driveshaft U-joint. Mine's been clicking, recreasing it. Doesn't seem to solve the problem either, so we're gonna replace it, and we'll do it step by step now. This is the part that you will need, MR196838. Ordered this specifically from dealer, and it comes with I believe this is the grease, and then the clips, and also the these are the end caps, actually, not the grease, and these are clips. So a lot of times if you order the aftermarket, they'll give you wrong part. I've ordered like 3 times from various websites, and they always give me the wrong part, which meant for, I don't even know what application it's supposed to be, but it's too small. So when you order it, make sure you get this part right here, MR196838. This is the same application for any rear-wheel drive Mitsubishi. I think Mighty Max and the second generation Montero also use the same U-joint. But on the 3rd gen, this is going to the front drive shaft. Let me show you. Alright, so right now we're facing that way is the front of the car. That's your front diff. First of all, you need to remove the catalytic converters. There are 2 19mm bolts on that side, and there are 2 more for this catalytic, 2 19s, and then 2 14 that connects it to the 3rd cat. So you need to get that out of the way. And then next thing you want to do, you need to unbolt. There are 4 bolts right there for the front drive shafts. The back one right here is I believe is a 14mm, and then okay, so once you have this removed, you want to push it up into the space where the catalytic converter was. Now you have all that space. You're gonna move it up, and then you're gonna push it towards the front of the car while spinning the drive shaft slowly. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so now it's out. We're going to remove this. Alright, so we got the drive shaft out. To take this out of the car, you can just slide out the drive shaft through this space right here. So it's through this hole right here where the input is supposed to be. Output. And you just like tilt the angle, and then it comes out as a hole. Alright, now let's replace that joint right there. Alright, so now we get out of the car. There are 4 clips, and just to make your life easier, get yourself a pair of this right here to remove the clip. Now, you can do it without it, but it's just so much easier with this. So, and this is the one that you can switch whether you want it to open up or do the opposite. Now it closed down. So the one that I have right now is the one that you need to clamp and remove. So I'll show you this one right here. See this tool right there. Use this. Jeez. There we go. So you got one up. And then there are 4 of them, so let's go ahead and remove all of them. Alright, now that we got the old one out, make sure you also clean the channel here for the clip, and then wipe all the dirt and grease. Basically prepping the surface. That way, when you install your new U-joint, it won't scratch it. So we're going to install this. We can start with this right here. So you're first gonna install this without the cap, like so, and then in this back here, let's see here, let's open this. So oops, drop one. Yep, so this is where you have to be careful here, because inside this cap here, I don't know if you can see here on camera, there are some bearings in there. So you don't want that to fall out, because if they fall out, it's going to be such a pain to align them back together. So you want to be careful with this. Okay, so we're going to install 2 ends at a time, starting with this side right here. Okay, as far as the direction of installation, doesn't really matter. This one can be there, this one can be there, doesn't really matter. Both sides are the same, so this side can be in there, but do keep in mind that this right here is going to be the fitting for the grease. So you want this, actually on mine, let's turn that, there you go. So this fitting is facing the outside of the car, and that way it's easier for me to grease this joint. So here we go. We're gonna start with oh, and you will also need this C-clamp right here, so that way you can press the cap onto the joint. And then I'm gonna use that same size socket to press it gently. So we're gonna start with this one. So you're gonna just line this up and press it by hand. And then this one's gonna slide in. So we're gonna start with this. All right, here we go. In. You want to take the outer end. Just gonna start it like so. All right. So now we want to use our socket to push this in. All right. So we're just gonna keep pressing this until this cap moves slightly in there, and we're gonna press the other side. That way we don't crack the cap on the other side. There we go. Okay. So now that cap is right there, we're gonna pack it up. See there? That right there is perfect. The way this is about as far as you want it to sit in, because you see this is the groove where the clip is gonna sit. So the end cap is just below this groove here. So now you're gonna take your new clip, this one, and then you want to put it on your tool like so, and just install it. Like so. That's perfect. So let's do the other three, and then we'll install it back in the car. Alright, all 4 clips are installed, so now let's install it back in the car. that you have the drive shaft back in, last but not least is putting in the new grease. If you forget this, then might as well redo this whole thing again, because your bearing will not last. So get yourself a grease gun from Harbor Freight. They're cheap, and you want to keep pumping this until you start seeing grease coming out of the cap on the inside. I'll show you in a second. All right, so like some of them already start coming out. There you go. All right, so here how it looks. So you wanna keep pumping the grease until you see that it comes out of the cap right there. And then if I turn this, you will see it coming out of that too right there. So, and then you'll see it, yep, from that end too right there. So that's how you know if your U-joint is already greased up. So make sure to clean this, otherwise when you drive, this thing is gonna spin and it's going to fling all the grease all over the place your transmission, diff, tire. It's gonna make a whole mess, so make sure you clean it. And after that, you're done. Congratulations on your replacing your own U-joint on your Montero.